Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. So today I'm going to do Surah Nuh, ayat number 11 to 15. Auzubillahi minash shaitanir rajeem. So in the previous ayat we saw that Prophet Nuh alayhi salam said to his people that seek your Lord's forgiveness. And he's the most forgiving. And then if you seek the forgiveness, then what kind of gifts will you get? Yursilis samaa alaykum midrara. It means that he will shower you with abundant rain. If there is a decrease in your risk, it will be increased. Then ayat number 12 is وَيُمْدِدْكُمْ بِأَمْوَالٍ وَبَنِينَ وَيَجْعَلْ لَكُمْ جَنَّاتٍ وَيَجْعَلْ لَكُمْ أَنْهَارًا. It means that supply you with wealth and children and give you gardens as well as rivers. So these are all the benefits of doing istighfar. And what better time to do istighfar than Ramadan, and especially with the last Ashra coming and with those blessed nights. It's very important that we actually make an effort to think about different times of our lives and the kind of sins that we used to do, and then consciously ask Allah for forgiveness for those sins, because there are it's a time that every night Allah frees some people from the fire of hell. So may Allah make us among those who are freed from that. Allahumma ajirni minan nar. So just we should not take this time lightly and utilize it to the fullest potential. And by asking forgiveness, we are promised with rain, abundant rain, and also wealth and children, as well as gardens and rivers and all those like blessings of Allah. And then ayat number 13 is malakum la tarjuna lillahi waqara. It means that what is the matter with you that you are not in awe of the majesty of Allah, that you not think about Allah. Then ayat number 14 is وَقَدْ خَلَقَكُمْ أَطْوَارًا. It means that when he truly created you in stages of development. So just just think about your own creation and how Allah created you in different stages, and then you pass in your life through different stages, childhood, and then being young, and then being old and all that. Then alam tarau kaifa khalaqallahu sab'a samawatin tibaqa. So now he's talking about the creation above, that do you not see that how Allah created 7 heavens one above the other. And this tibaqa word is also used in Surat Mulk, and it means that being in layers 1, 2, 3, 4, one above the other. And we know that the first heaven is actually our universe, and as far as we can see the stars, it is still the first heaven, and then on top of it there is another one, then another. So there are 7 heavens one above the other. Tibaqa is the word that refers to that. So these were the ayahs for today. Inshallah tomorrow we'll do the next 5 ayahs. Fi amanillah.